Hi, it's Peggy from the Pearl Forest, and today I'm here for some playing with some paint. I really need some painted papers that are in shades of green especially, but and some that are finished up, like where you don't see so much through, excuse me, like this one. So I'm gonna put some paint down on my cutting mat here, which can work somewhat like a jelly plate. So we'll use it in that way as well. My brayer is a little noisy, but we're going to use the brayer also to get enough paint on here for some good coverage. We're going to need a lot more. The idea is to mostly block out what's on the activity pages. So, there we go. If we get off the edge, well, we're just painting some more papers underneath. So that's much better. And we're going to do our method where we blot them out to make them dry faster, plus put some more paint on another one. So this one has a texture going. This one you can still see, but we're going to do something else to that in a little bit. At least it's knocked down a little bit more. Let's try to do that to this one. I need a bunch of shades of green for two different collages. And if I end up with extra pages, that's great, that I can use for signature pages as well. You might think, well, you know, you have a lot of signature pages, but they go quickly when you put about 15 in each book. Plus, then if you're using them for journal cards or tags or decorative things or covers or collage, then they go quickly. Okay, these two I think are good with the bases. Put them over here to dry. Let's take this one that's rolled out and let's apply. Let's see, we'll need two of these. Maybe we'll put this one here, and maybe we'll print. Well, that one's pretty good. We'll print on this one, but let's first add some texture to this. I think this is a little scrubby thing from one of the kitchen centers somewhere. So get some good texture. And then we can print on here as well. Kind of like with a jelly plate. And it's got quite a bit, so maybe we'll knock it down a little bit. We don't want to take a lot off, or we'll lose our coverage. Okay. And yes, I'm making a lot of very similar colored ones, but I have to do a lot of green, so we'll do some other shades of green too. This one will add some mark making to it. Let's add another bit of green here, a different color. Brayer it out. Let's see, save this one for just a minute. And let's just this one off. Usually you want many layers on your jelly plate prints to give you interest. Let's just add this to this. And let's see, we'll put this one on here. If it's a signature page, you'll see the back of this, but if it's a collaged or otherwise used, you won't see the back. Okay, I think those look pretty good. Keep finding places to lay these till they dry. Let's see, maybe add just a little green with this orange here. Kind of getting stuff off the edge. So that's nice. That'll be good with some printed stuff over it in a little bit. Okay, so how about a little darker green? Well, this is that brown that just didn't want to open or come out. I need to do something different with that. Do I have another brown? That's silver. That's gold. We have penny. I think we need to buy some brown. Seems like we don't have a lot of options in that. Now this one, I believe, is a dollar store paint, which is sort of transparent. I think. We'll see. Let's see if we put some on this one and maybe on that one. Yeah, this is pretty transparent. So I don't know how much coverage this will get. Not bad. And that gives us some darker greens for, since we're really working on collage right now. And we could just put this one on here. That's nice. Nice green brown. That over there. I think I've got a green brown nose now. A little more green brown. Maybe we'll just put a touch of this gold in there. Give it a little shine and something a little different. Yeah, brown paint doesn't flow as well across here. And I kind of mix that quite a bit. Let's see. Oh, we have this little one. Whoops. That wasn't very good. It's nice to have it real uneven like this. When you're doing collages, you get more variety. This one needs a little more, so maybe we'll just brayer it a little bit. Okay. Hope you're having a fun day. I enjoy making painted paper. It's one of my enjoyments. I think we'll make, let's see, excuse me, right over here. We'll add kind of a circle design. This is just a little, I think it's a cat food container. I sometimes use them for my water cups. I like this for a signature page. Maybe not for collage. I don't know. I like it. Let's see. Up there. Now we need to print this off. Well, we have this, which is a newspaper one. Put that down there. Clean up a bunch of this. Adding a lot more to that. All right, now how about some yellow? So we'll have a light green. And see if we have a darker green paper that we can add to get some variety. Okay, set this one aside. And now this one, let's put it on. No, this one doesn't. Has some interesting textures on it, but doesn't have much in the way of paint. Hopefully the texture design will still show. But this will add a lot more color. Some of it does under there anyway. That over there. All right, now let's see. Could do some of our, that one definitely needs to be shaken up. This one is metallic worn penny. Get that all mixed together. And also roll this out. So it really isn't rolling very smoothly. Usually it does better than that. So I could have some threads in there or something. I can also roll it right on the paper. And if we can see some of the writing, if we're doing collage, it's not as big of a factor because we can tear the pages or pieces and overlap them. So that gets a little copper penny in our green. That up there. Let's make a design in this. We could just use this scraper here. Make a squiggly wiggly. And let's put it on this darker one. And we could go around these edges and collect some of this extra paint. For one thing, it's not going to be as likely to get all over. So, kind of started that one. Okay, well this is cool with the penny on the green. That's a really nice one. It's a little thick in the paint though, so it's going to take a little more time to dry. All right, what would we like to do next? We could try some of this Liberty Blue. Whoops, I shook it, but I guess not enough. Liberty Blue and a little bit of the yellow, so we'll make sort of a green. Let's mix these together. It's a little runny because of the liquid that was in there. This isn't very green. It has a little bit of a hint of it. What would we like to do? Here's a green one. Needs a little more interest. This is sort of a blue gray on here. And sorry, we'll take some of that off and add it to this orange one. And put this over here to dry. Now for this one, why don't we just try putting some of that onto here, and we can again collect some of the edge randomly on this one. So we're looking like that. Make sure we got that corner. That looks quite interesting. And if we corner down. We blot it off on this yellow one. So we'll get something going on that. This could use a little something in the middle. All right, what do we have down here for some green? That doesn't have much on it. That edge is still quite painted. Okay, so that's some addition on that. Now let's try some more of this green again. So our palette's kind of down. Could add a little bit of this green. See how that comes out. I do have a jelly plate, which we'll use one day, but I also wanted to show you that if you can't get a jelly plate or you don't have one, you can do some similar things. Really need to get rid of that string. You can do similar things with this dollar store 2-pack of cutting mats. Let's see, what do we got here? We have this brown kind of one. This could make some interesting vegetation. We need some brown in there for stems and trunks and dirt or bark or whatever we might have. So this will be a nice collage one. And let's put this off on this one that doesn't have much. Put this down, and how about we clean up with this one. So that added that to there. So now we have this, which I think I'll add some more to it. Just one moment. I need to make sure I have my family sign notifications so they don't walk in. All right, so it'd be good to have some pink also. I didn't make a design in this, did I? I just took it off. A little bit of flowers showing through our bushes will also be good. So let's grayer out some more green. And let's see. Let's try this one again. We can see how this looks if we put it on lots of lines. This is just a pastry thing, I believe. I'm going to put this on here. So we can see some of the lines shining through there. And see if we can get another one off here. We'll kind of offset it over here to get that edge. And maybe just use our cleanup like that. So that's a good start for something. Now how about we do some lighter green. And then I think we should do some stamping on the ones we've already made to finish them up, so I don't keep you forever today. I might make some more myself today or another day. Okay, so we got a good rolling out of that. Let's see what we'd like to use for making marks. Interestingly, I have this spongy fish, which we could put over onto this. I'm not sure how this will look on a picture. Sometimes if I have one like this that still has a lot of white, I might let it dry really good and then go back with watercolors or a watery acrylic and paint over the white part if I don't want white. So I'm using this both as a stamp pad and then as a jelly plate to add some texture to this. And if they slide and make kind of a blurred image, that's probably just a happy little accident. Okay, so we'll put this one up, and I think we'll roll this in here and put some, rather than going all the way around, it's more contained if we just go a little ways. And I'm not sure where I got this. I think I got it at one of those stores where they get things from businesses that could maybe be reused for art. And I think I might have bought it there for probably pennies. Oops, sorry. I shook that again, didn't I? Okay. So this adds some interesting lines onto this. We're probably losing our stamped images somewhat, but they're still in there somewhere. Okay, let's see. I think we mostly, I have to keep dodging around this camera mount. I think we've mostly covered all the areas of both of these. So we'll put this one up to dry. Get down another kind of plain one. And maybe we'll just print that right on this. Put the light marked area over the dark, fairly solid area. See what we get. Let's also clean up this edge again. It's kind of messy. So this is kind of nice with its stripiness. Okay, so we can see different little lines we have and sort of the little fish on here. And the multiple colors of green. Oops, I'm painting my tote. I think I'm going to leave this one as it is. This one needs some more, so maybe we'll collect up some of this. Maybe I'll leave that one as it is. What else do we have? And these. This one definitely needs some. Keep that one. That one could use some. We're going to keep the copper penny one. And these two need some more. And that one, I actually think I'm going to keep that because I like the lines and kind of the grayish tones in there that will add. And then this one I think I'll keep too with the greens and the browns. And okay, so what do we want to use to finish these up? Well, it doesn't hurt to have a little blue because we have sky that pokes through the vegetation. I don't know if you previously saw my collage start where we have the bushes at the bottom. It's going to be mountains and cloud or sky at the top. And there's going to be a tree with a swing. It's kind of a cottage garden. This is also going to be green though. Let's see. Maybe we could put a little more green on this one. I think I may need to clean my brayer because it doesn't seem to flow smoothly. This could be a candidate for some little bit of watercolor, but I think we'll leave that one. Okay. Now we have blue. Maybe we want to stamp some blue. Maybe with this thing. Where it just kind of shows through the bushes some. Does that even show? Not really on that one. Maybe it will show on this one. A little bit on this one. I think this might be one of those more transparent paints. Which, the more opaque, then it's going to sit on top of something. It's kind of like putting a see-through sticker over something, the writing or the part underneath kind of shows through. It's kind of how a transparent-y paint is. Normally this this brand is not. But this is still kind of interesting. It gives a green bluish tint, which reminds me of my second collage I need to do. I do need that color. On that one, it's a puzzle that's been glued together in a large frame that I want to put it in, but it needs a border, which I want to do in sort of a greenish color. I think this will work nice for that. Put that up to dry. All right. What do we want to do on these? We don't have a lot of light colored, so maybe we need to do more yellow and just put like a little copper penny in it. Give us some lighter colored vegetation to put this on top. Let me look over here in my bundle of mark making tools. Let's see what, oh, there's the good old bubble wrap and this shelf liner. Those would both be good. We'll go with the shelf liner right now. Put this down. And let's put it on this one. So this one is using it like an ink pad. And then that's going to be like a jelly plate. Whoops. That I'm going to put the print on later. Well, that's really nice. Okay, let's do some bubble wrap on the edge of both for some additional texture. I'll just put some out here. I like this one the way it is. There's some extra space here with no design, so I thought I would use the bubble wrap. I think my bubble wrap is a little flattened, and so it's not real definitive, but that's okay. All right, so I wonder if we put this on here. Oops, no, goes crooked, that's fine. Like that, and this will be fun to add to our orange one. Clean this edge up and put something out here more towards the middle, and this spot right here really needs something. So I'm liking that for a signature page. Let's see how this one looks. You don't want to leave it on too long, it will actually glue itself there. So this is a nice one. Nice mixture of colors for our greenery. Some nice ones here too. Okay, let's just use this one and clean off the brayer. It's kind of a nice different shade of green, but it still has a bunch of white on the background. So let's see, when did I start? It's probably time to end. Let's see if we can do something to this one. Let's try this differently this time, and let's put our paper on here and just squirt our paint on there. And use it to spread our paint. My brayer seems to be sticking though. Maybe I need to clean it. You can still see the yellow and grayish color behind some, but we've mostly made that green now. That there to dry. Let's look at these ones that we've had on the table. Clean off my brayer. And clean up around the edges. Okay, let's do this darker one again, but let's do it on a paper again this time. Let's do it on this one. Okay, and let's clean this one off. See if we can let some of the sea shells and stuff still show through. Yeah, I think that's good. This is a nice variety. And how about this one with a little copper? and just a dab of blue. Spread that around a little. We do need some color in the plant material also. So it's nice to have a little bit of color. Okay, we'll call that one done, and I'll think about that one. Let's see, one more pink one with some green on it. And a little yellow. Oops. My ruler's really picking at my paper. Does anyone have any experience with that to know why that might be the case? Not sure. I was going to make another textured design, but wasn't enough paint for that. Okay, I think we'll just leave these two. We'll leave this one. So this one, we have this brown. Let's see if we can do the textured thing on here. This is quite dark. Maybe we'll move this over here. Take some of it off. And see if we can leave any marks in this. Do some positive and negative in the wet spots. Move them over to the dry spots. Sorry. Okay. There. I think we'll leave that one as it is. So thank you for joining me today as we played with the paint and made some things, hopefully enough that we can use for collage. We have this green and brown. I'll kind of just run through them a little bit. Some color. If they're dry enough, I'll stack them. This one will probably be a signature page. Oops. This one. That one is still wet. This one had a really nice texture. I'm not filming these in order, so I don't know when exactly I'm going to do the collage. I'm hoping to film it before long. These will have to thoroughly dry, and I'll have to look through my scrapbook paper and other things to make sure that I have enough. You want to have, this one is definitely wet over here on this side. You want to have enough that probably 1.5 to 2 times your surface at least, because once you tear them up and overlap them, you need a lot more than what. Now this one was really wet and touched some other things, so it needs to be somewhere where it can lay out. So these aren't real exciting in their patterns. They're more a model of colors, which is kind of what I was going for at this time. And another time we'll do more patterns. But you can see there are some with the different texture tools. That one is fairly wet as well. Oops. This one has some of the line things. And this one has the little foam fish. And they all have like activity pages or something under them, which gives them something. Like this one has a border. This one was on the floor, this little one. And I think that's about all, because we looked at this one, right? But it's really wet. So that's Peggy from the Pearl Forest. I hope you enjoyed yourself today when we make some Painty papers, and that you'll come back again to see the collages that we make with them and whatever else we have for our next video. Thank you. Take care and have a great day.